Let's check on the speed, RAM management and overall UI performance of this iQOO Z7 Pro in this video. I've been using this device, so I'll be sharing with you my overall experience with this device in this video. So I believe that if you're thinking of buying this device, then this video is going to help you. So let's get started. It comes with a new Dimensity processor, Dimensity 7200, a 4nm energy efficient processor they call it. Now based on my experience, I can see that the performance of the processor is actually quite satisfactory. Yeah, it doesn't have any major issues yet. Okay, now let's start with the reboot test and we'll see that how quickly it can restart. And based on my experience, I can tell you that when it comes to rebooting the device, Dimensity processors, or the phones that come with Dimensity processors, they're not that fast. Okay, so let's see that whether it can surprise us or not. And I have this 8GB 128GB variant, and if you are using this device, do share your thoughts, your experience in the comments so that others can take informed decision. Yeah, so you can see that it is taking some time. As I told you, it is not that fast. Yeah, but yeah, it is also not that slow. Yeah, so it is not that annoyingly slow. Now let's see that how quickly it can reload the UI. So you can see that the UI is loaded and it is actually not that fast, but I would say that yeah, the UI is quite optimized. You won't be having any problem while rebooting the device. It is not taking too much time to load the UI properly. Okay, so it is actually good. Next, let's run this CPU throttling test. And to get a better idea, let's turn off the AC in my room. Okay, I have turned it off. Now let's start. Okay, now it will take some time. Okay, but initially you can see that everything is looking green, so that's a good sign. I've been using this device, but still it is good actually. So let's complete it and I'll be back with the results. So it's over, and the good thing is that there is no graph with really reddish or yellowish, dark reddish or yellowish shades here. So it is actually quite well optimized, and if you see, it throttled at 88%, which is really good because it shows that you can do multitasking, normal multitasking, without any problem on this one. And after this test, I can say that yes, it has become a bit warm, but there is no sign of any kind of overheating. So it is actually good. Next, let's check on the apps loading speed of this device. In the background, nothing is running at the moment. So let's start with the apps. Phone app, quite fast. Settings, good. It is connected to my broadband and you can see that apps are loading really fast. Okay, this is YouTube, Facebook, good, Instagram, yeah, it is taking some time. Flipkart, no problem, really fast. Spotify, yes, fast. Netflix, yes. And do let me know in the comments which series are you actually watching at the moment, whether it is Netflix, Hotstar or any other OTT platforms. So you can see that the normal apps, they're loading really fast, no problem. Now let's check the games. Okay, this is the Subway Surfer. Yes, really fast. Battleground or the PUBG. And actually, while draining the battery for the battery performance test, I played PUBG for 30 minutes continuously, and the gaming experience is actually good, not bad. Yeah, and there is no overheating issue. Okay, even if you play it continuously for 30-40 minutes, you won't be having any problem. So you can see that it can load the games faster as well. Okay, now let's check the RAM management, the YouTube. still in the memory. Now I have this 8 GB variant, so you can see that the RAM management is actually quite good. Yeah, most of the apps are in the memory. Yes, so it is actually good. Chrome, this one as well. Subway Surfer, really good. PUBG, still in the memory. So you can see that the RAM management is actually good. Now let's talk about the UI. You can see that multiple apps are running in the background. You can see that, and the touch response is actually quite smooth. Okay, and I have actually set it to, let me show you this. If I go to settings, then display, this screen refresh rate is set to, I've set it to smart switch. Now if I switch to 120 Hz, you can see that still there is no issue. But I found that as some of the apps, they don't support high refresh rate, it is better that you set it to smart switch, so that will give you better UI experience. So the UI is performing really well. Yeah, there is no glitch in the UI, but yes, you do get many bloatware. Let me show you this. If you check here, these are the things that I don't like. I don't know why they are actually installing these, pre-installing these, like things like Candy Crush and these things. I don't know why. Okay, and too many apps are pre-installed. So this is one negative that I have found. Otherwise, the UI is actually quite seamless, no problem here. Okay, you can see that the touch response is good, there is no lag in the UI. So UI performance is actually good, and as I have shown you, many apps are running in the background, but there is no lag in the UI. So if you are a sort of normal user, then you won't be having any problem. Even if you are a bit of heavy user, you do multitasking, in that case as well, I can say that this processor can handle your tasks without any problem. So what do you think about it? Next, the sensors and the connectivity. It comes with all the necessary sensors, you can see that, and the connectivity is actually good. It comes with all the necessary bands, so you won't be having any problem when it comes to connectivity, whether it is Wi-Fi, 5G, Bluetooth, everything is working really well, no problem here. And the read and write speed is also good. Let me show this. If I run this test, okay, let's start this. You can see that read and write speed is also good. Okay, so even if you are processing any kind of data, whether you're editing something, any photo, obviously you cannot expect really super fast experience when it comes to video editing, but in normal task, day-to-day activities, I would say that you won't be having any problem. Okay, and I personally believe that if you want a phone with really good video editing tools and video processing, then you should go for iPhones. They are really good when it comes to video editing and video recording, because I found that in budget phones and in mid-range phones, particularly the Android phones, they don't have that capability. Okay, here you can see that the read and write speed, they are also looking good, so no problem for your day-to-day task. Okay, now as I told you, for video editing, I won't say that this is the one that you should go for it. And if your topmost priority is video recording or video editing, then you should go for iPhones. They are really good. Okay, now it has 4K recording. Okay, but there is one problem here. Okay, you can see that it can go up to 4K 30 FPS, but if you record videos at 4K, the phone becomes really warm and there is lag in recording. Okay, this is the problem that I have found. You can check my video where I have compared this one, the OS of this device, with iPhone 12. There I found that the 4K recording is not good. Okay, otherwise in all other departments the phone is actually really good. Okay, so if your topmost priority is actually not video recording, 4K recording, the 60 FPS 1080p videos, they are actually good, no problem. But if you want a phone with 4K recording capability, then you should avoid it. Okay, otherwise in general the performance is good, the UI performance is good, and the gaming is also good. Okay, let me show you. In Call of Duty, you can go up to very high graphics as well as frame drop to very high. But if you switch the frame drop to ultra or very high, then it goes to high, okay, the graphic quality. And if you set the frame drop to ultra, then it goes to low. So this is the best setting, the very high and high, or very high, very high. Okay, now in PUBG, let me show this, and you can see that it switches between the apps without any problem. Okay, so that's a good thing. Yep, settings here, then graphics. Here you can go up to HDR. This is the maximum. You don't have Ultra HD. Okay, so you can go HDR and Ultra. This is the highest setting that you get on PUBG. So it can handle gaming as well. Obviously you cannot expect that you can play games continuously on this device, because this device is not meant for that. But yes, it can handle games, and it is not like that you won't be enjoying playing games on it. Yeah, so gaming can be done. So overall I must say that it's a really good package. Yeah, the design and build, it's looking good. Particularly I have liked the design, the curved edges, they are looking good. Okay, and the camera still images, they are also really good, but only problem is that it cannot record 4K videos properly. I found that problem. Okay, so I'll be doing a dedicated video on the cameras, so do watch that if your topmost priority is camera. Otherwise it's a really balanced device. Yeah, because the overall performance is really good. The UI is actually performing really well. Yeah, you can play games as well. The still images, they are also good. Yeah, the connectivity is good, and plus Vivo has a really good reach when it comes to service, yeah, in India, so you won't be having any problem here. So I believe that it's a really good balanced device from iQOO. So what do you think about it? Let me in the comments, and if you end up liking my videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. So till the next video guys, cheers.